So welcome to Killamarsh, and today I'm continuing my story of Sheffield's lost railway stations. Now, I know this is a series about Sheffield lost stations, and I know there's probably plenty of people shouting at their electronic visual devices at the moment saying it's not in Sheffield, Killamarsh is in Derbyshire, and that is correct. It's right on the fringes of Sheffield. It's kind of really pushing the boundaries. I do admit that. I do know some people from Killamarsh, and they refer to themselves as being from Sheffield, which I always find strange. But we're only about half a mile from the South Yorkshire and Sheffield border anyway, so it does have a Sheffield postcode like a lot of places around here do, and it does have an 0114 dialing code, which is a Sheffield dialing code. Just walking up Station Road. They look like railway cottages, don't they? In fact, one's got a GCR number board on there, number 51. So this is a site where the old station buildings would have been. It's like since I was last here, the land's been cleared. It looks like they're building houses on there, doesn't it? A couple of plots going on. So just approaching the old station from Station Road this time. It's unusual for me. I'm usually approaching it from down on the trackbed. So let's make our way onto the station, because the approach onto the station would have been from this bridge, a footbridge. So there's where the land's been cleared, where the old station buildings and I suppose the frontage of the station would have been. I mean, that's since all I've known, it's always been overgrown, but those old buildings were there up until about 2010, I believe. They were destroyed by fire. So we're on the footbridge now, looking down on what would have been the southbound platform down there. And then the northbound platform there on the left hand side. So that's looking in the direction of Sheffield. If I swing you around, it's looking down there in the direction of well, Chesterfield or Nottingham, London, wherever you're going, the southbound direction. We've got these, presume these would have been for lighting. Got two of those, one at each end of the footbridge. But I did walk straight past it, but you can see it's pretty dark spot this, but all in there. That'd be the entrance for the stairway, now boarded up down to the southbound platform, and that's the same for the northbound platform. That's not my dog, by the way. Hello. So let's take a walk down the steps onto the northbound platform. So we've still got some fittings there. I'm not going to touch it because it looks like there has been a dog into the toilet there. So it's the steps down onto the platform. Usual Great Central Railway that we see, the old blue engineering brick. That's looking back up the staircase onto the footbridge. mean, obviously it does look different now. All this vegetation wouldn't have been here. We've had station buildings on both sides, various sizes. But we're on the northbound platform now. So it is November now. The last episode I filmed on the Sheffield Station series was down at Sheffield Victoria, down on the Wicker, and we was right in the middle of that heat wave where we had the mid to high 30-degree temperatures. So 7 degrees today. It's quite a contrast. And there's the edge of the ramp down from the platform there. Another piece of masonry there, possibly to have something sat on there, I don't know. So let's have a walk down what is the track bed, or what was the track bed, sorry. So I was just saying, we did have the station buildings on the southbound platform on our left hand side here. Now that was, I understand, a film and TV memorabilia collector's shop. Is that right? Have I got that right? That was well in existence in the old station building up until around 2007, I believe. And this is only just a quick Google search, where the owner sadly died. And after that time, it was vandalised, set alight, and sadly lost. And it's just been a derelict wasteland until they've just recently started building those houses. So we can get a better look at these curved platform edges here, and if I just bend down here into amongst all these nettles, yeah, we can see all the brickwork. Stepping down there, we've got a pipe here. So what would that be? Would that have been a water pipe possibly, or a gas pipe? But just looking down, if you walk, it's not the best time of year to be seeing these, even though it's late autumn. But these, so we've got these from the old signalling systems. If you can make it out through the cobwebs, got little pulley wheels and those little mechanisms there. I think I've got a better photo of those lying around somewhere. I'll dig out. So just underneath the footbridge that we walked over at the beginning of the video, and we've got, I mean, this platform has been, the base of it's been there all the way down, but it's been behind a fence. But yeah, we've got the southbound platform that appears from the shrubbery just after the footbridge as well. There's not much to see on there really, and then we've got fenced off that way, and that's where they're building those houses. And there's the end of the northbound platform there. So that's quite an elongated flat section at the end of the platform there. I wonder if this was where there would have been a crossing over the line, perhaps. Same at that side, you can see just through the trees as well. Just walk you up just past the south end of the station, and we've got this large former bridge abutment. Now, there's nothing really on that side. If whatever was there has been demolished, there's just a mound of raised earth or something like that. But looks like there was a bridge going over. Now, I'm not aware of any roads that went over here. It's just occurring to me as I'm editing this video that directly above this wall behind here is the old Chesterfield Canal. Now, none of the maps from the various eras where the maps are available show a bridge over this location. So I'm just thinking, could this have been a retaining wall just to try and shore up that wall for the canal above? Because it's high above the railway and it's literally just behind that wall. It's quite a length on that abutment, isn't it? But we've got an information board here anyway. Let's just go and have a look. this Killamarsh Station. Just a little bit of information about the station there. Steam train there, Mallard. I'm not quite exactly sure that that was one of the regular trains that went through here. And there's an old photograph. So that photograph's dated 1892. Not sure if that's correct, but we can see there's a goods shed at the top end of the station there, at the north end. A signal box in the background there. So I'm assuming that photo was taken round about underneath the footbridge. Yeah, that's another vantage point there from the 1960s. Signpost there just to remind you where we are. 9.5 miles from Sheffield Centre and 9.5 miles from Chesterfield. And there's the size of that abutment again, and these is the correct terms. Look, see the buttresses sticking out. Now I've had my wife making buttresses for my model railway back home. She's not been too thrilled about that. She now knows a little bit of bridge/railway terminology. So a little about the history of the Killamarsh Central station, and I call it Killamarsh Central. It was actually only known as Killamarsh Central for a very short period of time. I'm going to read it from my phone because despite doing several videos from this location, I still struggle to remember things. I mean, I struggle to remember where I park my car at supermarkets. So opened in 1892 as Killamarsh, and in 1950 it was renamed Killamarsh Central. So there we go. And it only lasted until 1963. So 13 years later, it closed. The track was lifted in 1983. Now you always get pulled up in this, so I'm going to include them all just for completeness. So it was open, it was the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway, which then became the Great Central Railway, which then became the grouped into the London North Eastern Railway. Anyway, that's it from Killamarsh Central, from the Great Central station, the old Great Central main line that we're stood on at the moment. It's not the only station in Killamarsh, and I'm going to do a second part to this video, which I'm going to go film now actually. So there's two more stations, so I'll leave this video there and watch out for that upcoming video, unless you're watching this a bit later, in which case I'll put the link in the description, or check out the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, Wobbly When I'm Exploring, and you'll find it on there. So for now, thanks for your support, take care, and I'll see you all soon.